Hey guys, Tony Rush here. This is going to be a really quick video, simple title, how to market on the internet. It's a big topic, but I promise you, you're going to be blown away by how simple this is. This is going to be like Internet Marketing 101. I think a lot of times people get hung up on all the minutia and all the technology. Let me show you the simple way to market on the internet. This is what I do. This has made me $2.5 million in the last 2 years. It's simple, and the only reason I can do it is because it is simple. But basically, if you can understand just a few moving parts, it's really, really simple. So let me show you. I'm just going to draw this out real quick, and hopefully this is of value to you. I'm also going to show you some real-life examples. Also, I'm going to show you where you can actually set all this stuff up for yourself. So let's start with a term you may have heard. It's called a funnel. Okay, a marketing funnel is basically, now I'm not an artist, you can tell, but basically you put people in the top of a funnel and dollars come out the bottom. Okay, so what do I mean by people in the top? This is called traffic. Okay, just like traffic on the road, you know, people going places. This is internet traffic. This is people moving around on the internet. They're moving from YouTube to Facebook to Google to CNN.com to Amazon to Apple. They're moving around the internet, so it's traffic. That's the term we use for people on the internet. So you got people, and then underneath that, we've got a little process that they go through that turns these people into buyers. Okay, and the first one, and I'm going to draw this out for you in a different way in just a moment. A squeeze page. I'm going to explain each of these. Squeeze page leads to a sales page. The sales page then leads to an order form, which is where they buy, and then you get paid. Okay? So it's really simple. People go in the top, money comes out the bottom. So let's break each of these down real quick, and I'm going to show you the system that I use for each of these. It's really, really, really simple. So let's start with traffic. What is traffic? Where does it come from? We could spend a lot of time talking about traffic, but just so you know, traffic is easy to get. Traffic might come from ads. It might come from social media like Facebook or YouTube. It could come from marketing that you do, some type of marketing. There's things called co-ops and solo ads. You'll learn more about these as you move into internet marketing. But all these are basically a form of advertising, okay? So let's say you have 1,000 people that sees one of your ads or a post on Facebook or a video on YouTube, okay? So you have 1,000 people. So these 1,000 people are going to come where? Well, if you remember, the first section of our funnel is called a squeeze page. Okay, you may also call it a lead capture page. Okay, all this is we are going to get as many of these 1,000 people as we can to leave their contact information, which will allow us to market to them. Okay, so a squeeze page usually is a headline. There might be a video player here that lets them watch a video. And then usually there's a place for them to put their name, their email address, and a button to submit. Okay? There might be some bullet points down here, but basically this is a pretty standard, pretty standard squeeze page. It's nothing fancy. It's basically just designed to stimulate a person's interest a little bit, so that they can say, well, yeah, I would like to find out more about, and then whatever it is that you're marketing, right? Okay, so this is your squeeze page. Now, two things happen when they fill out this form right here. Two things are going to happen. One is they're going to go over here to the sales page. Okay, that's the first thing that's going to happen. The second thing that's going to happen is that they are also going to go into your autoresponder system. And I'm going to explain that in just a moment. But let's talk about this sales page first. So the visitor comes in here, they come into the squeeze page, they fill out the form, and let's say that 50% of them fill out this form. Okay, so that's 500 people fill out this form, and now they're over here on this sales page. Now, a sales page is usually, again, some type of video, and there's usually a buy button here. Now, there may be some other stuff, bullet points, there may be a little chat box down here for people to talk. Doesn't matter. This sales page is where the explanation happens. This is where we present to the prospect what it is that we're selling and an offer for them to buy. And then when they click the buy button, they come over here to our last page, which is our order page. The order page is where they put in their name, address, Visa card information, etc. And then they push the button to process their order. And then magic happens. You get paid. Okay? Let me give you a little percentage here just so we can keep our examples going. Let's say that if you have 1,000 people that come in here to your squeeze page, we said that 500 of them, 50%, go to the sales page. Let's say that 10% of those people decide to buy something. So that means now you've got 50 people who are going to purchase on this order page, and then you have 50 customers. Okay? Now, how much do you make for 50 customers? Well, it depends on what your commission is. Okay? If your commission is $100 per customer, then you've made $5,000. That's a pretty successful funnel. Okay? Now, one more thing. Let me talk about autoresponder real quick, and then we can pretty much wrap this up. It really is very simple. I am going to show you the systems that I use to create these pages, because I'm not a web designer, I'm not a programmer, but I can do this, and you can too, and I'm going to show you how. The autoresponder, when the prospect fills out the form here to go to the sales page, these 500 people are now going to be watching the sales page. But also what happens is those 500 people are now going to go over here on your mailing list. This is very important because not everybody is going to buy immediately when they see the offer. So that's why it's important to put your leads on a list here. So you've got Bob and Nancy and Tom and so on. And as people fill out the form on your lead capture page, they go to the sales page, and their name goes on your autoresponder list, your mailing list. So what is an autoresponder? What does that word mean? Well, it means that you can have some pre-written messages that are automatically mailed out to follow up with your prospect. So maybe the first letter that's pre-written is a welcome message, and it goes out immediately. Okay? And then maybe your second message is, hey, first name. So it actually puts their name right in there. And maybe that letter goes out on day 2, right? And then you've got another message here that goes out maybe on day 3. And then another message might go out on day 5. You can skip around a little bit. Maybe this one goes out on day 7. Okay? And you can have as many of those letters in there as you want. And you can pre-write these letters or have them pre-written for you. So that way, these 500 people are getting followed up with automatically. They're going to automatically receive follow-ups. That way you don't have to personally contact every single person. Because when you're dealing with this many people, you can't rely on calling everybody or reaching out to every individual personally. That's why you use a system like this. Okay? This autoresponder system handles all your follow-up. So now this looks like a lot of gibberish, okay? But let's just remember where we started. It's really very simple, isn't it? All we're doing is we're getting traffic to go in the top. they're going to a squeeze page first, and then that also puts them on a mailing list. After the squeeze page is the sales page. After the sales page is the order form, and then they buy, and you make money. It really, really is that simple. Okay, so let me show you a couple of real-world examples, and I'm going to show you where I get my systems. I am, again, not a programmer, but this is easy enough that even I can do it. So let me take you over here real quick. Let me show you first an example of a squeeze page. This is a squeeze page that I'm currently using. Very, very simple. You're going to be blown away by how easy this is to set up. So it looks really fancy, right? There's a little button down at the bottom that pops up. The person can put in their name and their email address, right? And they can push the button and they will go to a sales page. That's step 2. And they'll also be put on my mailing list. So this is a squeeze page. You guys are going to love how simple it is to create these. I use a service called Lead Pages, and the address is down below if you'd like to get an account at Lead Pages. It's very, very affordable, and when I say affordable, I think it's like $20, $30 a month maybe or something, and you can build unlimited pages. So a squeeze page is sometimes called an opt-in page. So check this out. Let's scroll down here and find, here's the exact one I used. Okay, look at this. Time me, in fact. Time me. Let's see if I can time myself here. All right. So the first thing you do is say, okay, here's the template. All we have to do is change it. For people who are serious about earning money from home, or whatever. Okay. Then we can say, finally, a 6-figure income for the average person. Okay, you can click this here and put in a different photograph. I've already got a bunch uploaded. There's me. Here you would just change this little letter, right? So let's just pretend I wrote one. And I wrote a short one, so it's only this long. I'm going to change my name here, Tony Rush, and maybe I'll change this and say, click below to get your seat at this webinar, or click below to download the special report, or to watch the video. I mean, it can be anything, whatever you do in your marketing. I like that already. Click here to claim your spot. I'm going to get rid of this little extra one here. Don't really need the little bio at the bottom. That's it. Page is done. So at this point, I can name the page. Okay, let's call it sample. Let's call it sample 2. I hit done. I hit save. Okay, it's going to remind me I haven't set up my form yet. So let's just use, there's my mailing list right there. I'll show you how to set up the mailing list. I'll hit OK. Now I can save it. And I hit the publish button and we're done. So what'd that take me? 2 minutes? 2 minutes to do that, you think? And if I go over here and I click view page, you'll see that the page is already on the internet. It's instant. So that's how fast you can set up a lead capture page. And it doesn't matter what you're marketing. If you're marketing a home business opportunity, you're marketing a product, a service, an ebook, a subscription, a membership, a webinar, a nonprofit organization, you name it. Okay? So setting these pages up is really, really easy. Now, so we got our squeeze page. That's great. So what was the second thing? You remember? Second thing is we need a sales page, don't we? We need the page that's going to have our video on it. So let's go to sales pages. And let me see if I can find one of this. I like clean and simple. So let's use this one. This is just a basic, Google Hangouts are really, really, really popular lately. It's just a free way to set up a video. If you've got a camera on your computer, you can make your own little video, and it's really easy. So all right, so same thing here. Here we will change our headline, whatever that would be. You're about to discover the simplest way to create an income from home. Adjust your speakers and watch. Okay, that's it. Here's a little thing they've already got in here: webinar replay. This replay will be removed on Friday at midnight. There's share, Facebook share, Google, Twitter. And you can turn those off if you don't want them. You can turn all that off. This webinar replay, let's just say we get rid of that. I click here. It's going to ask me to put in my YouTube link, right? Whatever my YouTube link is for the video that I'm going to have on this page. Okay, I don't have a video to put in there. Again, here you change whatever you want the button to say. Click here. Oops. Let's see. There we go. Edit. There we go. Click here to get started now. Right? There's the button. And that's good. Here you got a little, oh, by the way, this little section here too, you can tell it how long you want it to wait before it appears. I like doing this on webinars. I like to wait about 10 minutes before that little buy button pops up. If you want to have a little chat box, you can. There's a chat box. I want to just hide the chat box entirely. I'm going to get rid of that. And you can change this here, or just take it out entirely. Hide it. And boom, again, you're done. So what was that? 2 minutes to make a sales page. And this right here would go to your buy button, whatever, wherever it is you want them to go to sign up. Okay, so that's done. Save that, and you're done. So in what, less than 5 minutes, you've got a squeeze page. Now you got a sales page. Now, as a matter of fact, let me show you another real world example. So there's the squeeze page that I use. Here is, I like a really clean sales page. So here's the page that I'm using right now. What's this? This page plus this page has made me a little over $150,000 in the last 6 weeks. And look at all it is. Okay, let's break this down. I don't want to leave anything to guesswork. I want you to understand really clearly what we're doing here. Look, headline, that's all we're talking about, just a bit of text. Here is the video. Here's a little bit of text here. Okay. Headline. Obviously, that's a video. I like this little chat box sometimes. Other times I just take it off. Okay. And then down here at the bottom, that's where there's your sign up box. That's the button that they're going to click to get started. And then that goes over to the order form. So again, remember, okay, it was lead page, goes to sales page, goes to order form, and that goes to money. See? Simple. This one took 2 minutes. This one took 2 minutes. If it took you 20 minutes each, so what? You're building a machine that allows you to make money 24 hours a day, around the clock, 365 days a year, like clockwork. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. All right, let me show you the autoresponder. Now, you remember what the autoresponder was? This is where you manage your list. So this is where, let me show you what it looks like. So this is the back office of my, what's called Aweber. And again, the link for this is down below if you'd like to get an Aweber account. Aweber, basically allows you to set up sign-up forms. There we go. So it allows you to create a sign-up form. That's what was on the lead pages. So that when people fill out the form, they go into here where it says subscribers. So remember, I was just naming off Bob, Nancy, and so on. Okay, so they all go in subscribers. What are these subscribers getting? Well, they're getting a follow-up series. These are pre-written letters. Okay, I don't have to go in and write them. I wrote them one time. They're already in there. And if you look, you'll see that like this one goes out immediately. This one goes out 1 day later, 1 day later, 1 day later, 4 days later. Okay? And you also have the ability to broadcast, which broadcast is when like maybe you want a special message to go out that's not part of it's not on a timer like these are. A broadcast is just like saying, hey, I want to mail everybody in my list right now. And you can just go in and type a message, push the button, and it goes out to all your subscribers. So it's an amazing, amazing system. Matter of fact, AWeber is only $1 to set up. And then I think it's like $19 a month or something. So this whole thing, I think Lead Pages was like maybe $30 a month. So basically for $50 a month, you've got an internet marketing machine that will absolutely allow you to make money around the clock. So here's the thing, guys. I want you to forget anything you've heard about internet marketing being difficult or hard, because that made sense, didn't it? I mean, it doesn't get any simpler than what we're talking about. It's just a funnel. I mean, I'm going to draw this over and over until people get it in their head. Traffic goes in the top, money comes out the bottom. Okay? So it's traffic goes to your lead pages, squeeze page. Then they go to your lead pages, sales page, and then they go to your order form. And that's like your MLM sign up page. It's where you sell your ebook. It's your organization's nonprofit. You can do like say if you were looking for patrons or donors for a nonprofit, whatever it is you want them to do, that's this. Okay, they go order, and then of course your AWeber is also a result of that. When they fill out the squeeze page, they're also going to automatically go into your AWeber. So that's all you need, guys. You need AWeber. You need lead pages. Okay. The best part, by the way, the links to both those are are on this page where you're watching the video. The best part is that both of these companies have absolutely fantastic customer service. So you do not have to be a technical person. If you're willing to sit down and learn just a couple little things about each system, you can absolutely have your own mailing list set up right away and go in and make 2 websites real quickly, and you can absolutely have your own funnel up and running in less than an hour. And if you do run into a question or you have any difficulty, they are available by phone, and they're also available by email. They may even have like a live chat where you can just talk to them right on your computer screen. But both companies are fantastic. I've used AWeber for, I don't know, 5 years now, I guess. Lead Pages is a relatively new company. I started with them when they first opened, so I've been with them now for a couple of years as well. Both of them fantastic companies, and I just don't know of a better way for a person to get an internet marketing machine up and running very, very quickly. So I hope that's of value to you. If you have any questions, make a comment down below, or connect with me on Facebook. I'll be glad to answer any questions I can for you. Bye, guys.